Test. Test. 1 2 1 2 test. Test test test. All right, we rolling? All right, we're back here on Jiggy Jag TV, Community Access Television, the lowest rated show on Access, but number one in hell. We're here with the world famous Rockin' Rick. Good Lord, we did the radio thing, and now we're doing the TV thing. How you doing, my man?
I'm doing real good. How are you?
I like that shirt. Where'd you pick that up at?
It's one of the famous thrift stores across our United States. I can't remember which town, but it caught my eye. I believe it was Moberly, Missouri.
So for the people that aren't familiar with Rockin' Rick, give us a quick little rundown, my friend.
Well, I've been playing guitar most of my life, come from a musical family. My father was a conductor. He's a maestro. Started the Kansas State Lyric Opera and Symphony. My mom's a concert pianist. And I'm the one in the family that doesn't really read music too well, but when I heard the blues, I knew that was a part of me, and I've been doing it ever since. I left home when I was about 15, off and on. Little hard life, and due to the feeling that I get from hearing and playing the blues, I think I can relate to it. It's a well-worn path that fits like a glove, as my friend Nick Schneblin would say from Trampled Underfoot.
Well, you got a damn interesting story behind this song, Beat It Demon. Share that with me.
Well, the CD came about in 1989. I put the Roadmasters together, and I had a friend, Bob Schneblin, who played off and on with me before and after he put together his band called Lil Leave in the Works. And he was in need of a liver transplant, and he had a rare type that he couldn't get one in time, and he passed away. So his kids put together a band called Trampled Underfoot.
Wow.
Can we pause this for a second?
you gotta love us and this, and my God, yeah, I'll edit this together. Oh yeah, I'll edit this together. Shit, yeah, you gotta. I think of the Jerry Springer show with the no more beer. Well, give us a little information on this Beat a Demon, my friend.
Okay, the Beat a Demon CD, a friend of mine, Bob Schneblin, who couldn't get a liver transplant in time, had passed on, and his three siblings put together a band called Trampled Underfoot. And when they were in Philadelphia, they're from Kansas City, when they had moved back from Philadelphia to Kansas City, I ran into them, and I was over there talking with Nick, and I myself had to kind of let go of the partying myself. Little 12-step program doesn't hurt once in a while, and so I've got about 3.5 years clean by grace. It's a gift. Anyway, he could relate to me, and he said growing up, he knew about it because all his friends after school, he couldn't find them, and they were all down at the Alateen meetings, and so he could relate, and he told me right before his dad died that he had told him that he felt that he had beat the alcohol demon. It had been over 2 years since he had a drink, and my hair stood up, and I went home really tired that night, got 3 hours sleep, and woke up, and it was in my head, and I just wrote the song, Beat a Demon, and went back, and I said, hey, I've got a song that I feel like your dad and he was like my brother, inspired me to write. So I said, would you go in the studio and play the lead to this song that I've written on your dad's guitar? And he heard it, and he said, we'll do the CD with you. So I've gotten blessed. Not only did I get to have him with his dad's song, they did the whole CD, and there's a song their dad wrote called Evil Train that I got to close my CD with. So he had given me permission, and I had never done anything about it. And now that the kids own all his stuff, they went in and said, it's yours to use, man. And so I'm just blessed with this whole thing, man.
Do you have that guitar with you that you had at the radio station the other day?
Yeah, it's sitting right over there. I've got my buddy guy signed my guitar in Chicago in '05, the year that he got inducted to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And I went to Chicago and hung out for 2 weeks playing around clubs. And when I saw Buddy Guy, he went ahead and he signed my guitar, and we talked for a while, and it was a really good time. And so it's sitting right over there.
Well, I'll tell you, hey, if you want to go get it, I'll stall. You gotta love. We're out here at Cuba Kinches, here in the great city of Salina. You know, they gave us free drinks. Me and Ninja Larry have drank for free out here, and he's got this awesome freaking guitar.
My PV that I've had for a year. This is the third one. I've had 2 stolen. One out of a club, one out of a house. My brother bought me a red PV, and I went ahead and put in the new pickups of a major brand company that we can't not licensed to say, but I don't know. You know, they say the key of love is an F, so you can put the name of the guitar together, but it's got good hardware in it. And buddy guy signed it right there, and it's '05, and that to me is a really great year because he got inducted to the Hall of Fame that year, and that was the chance. And that was same year I didn't get to see Clapton while he was in town, but one of these days maybe I'll get a chance to jam with Eric. You know, I miss Stevie by an inch, but Eric's still doing it. I'd love to play his Crossroads benefit. I can really relate to that.
Well, the question, I guess, I gotta ask this question, and having the experience you've got, you'll be able to answer these next 2 questions, and I just cannot wait to hear your answer. One, if you could play with anybody, living, dead, broke up, whatever, as far as music or musicians or whatever, 3, you and 2 other people. Who are they, and who opens and who closes the show?
I would have to say Freddie King and Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Who closes? Who opens? Who's
Well,
in the middle?
I would have to say Buddy Guy would have to close it. And Albert King would have to be there too, and B.B. King. I can't really come up with 2 people. They're just all so great, you know. And Howlin' Wolf, you know. I'd have to buy him a drink. You know, I wouldn't want to make him mad. I'm going to make Howlin' Wolf mad. Ooh.
Okay, you got the blues, you got the, a little bit of rock in there. Are you a failure because of success or a success because of failure? That is the question.
I think when I got things rolling really good and I was getting ready to really make some headway, I let the temptations get in the way, and I got weak, and it stopped me. And I feel that I am gaining more now as a lesson learned from a lot of mistakes I made. So I wouldn't say I'm a success or have been a success. I just think I'm a work in progress.
I love it, brother. I love it. Well, if people want to get the CD, how do they exactly do that, sir?
Right now, they can go to SoundgateProductions.com. Steve McBride, he is the record company that has handled it. We will have it up on CD Baby in a short time. Also, I have a MySpace, ROCKN, RICK, that's Rock and Rick without an I. KC Bluesman, and that's at MySpace. And they can go ahead and find out information about it. The CD is just now being packaged. We have pre-releases available, but if someone emails me, I'd be glad to go ahead and fill an order and give me an address. And right now the pre-releases are $10, and they'll be $15 when they're packaged and ready to go.
Well, my man, I've appreciated the chat, and I'll tell you, you gotta love this, brother.
Yeah, I love it.
You gotta love this, brother.
Hugs, not
You
drugs,
you are the man, my friend.
I'm just a little guy in a big world, man, you know. I just hope I could give someone a minute of joy and forget about the daily grind and the gas prices, you know.
The gas prices. Rock and Rick joins us here on Jiggy Jag TV. Let's
Politically, I would like to say I vote for none of the above. No government like no government.
That's right, brother. Let's go back to me and the other guy here on Jiggy Jag TV.